So you've always been a trailblazer.
Yeah, pretty much. I tend to do the thing that's cool. And then like somewhere I'm in the middle of doing it, towards the end of doing it, everyone's like, oh, that's really cool. And I'm like, yes. Like I will walk into a store in a mall when we used to have malls, or a store anywhere that's empty. And before I leave, that store is usually filled with people. I don't know why, but that's just part of my magnetic energy, I guess. But so I do this thing with Yoga for Peace and Reconciliation for about 6 months, and then tragedy struck. Because part of doing this job was I would do yoga with the yogis. We'd put together a free class for the public and invite everybody from the UN to attend, and we would film that, and then we would film me interviewing them. Well, I was going from a cabaret show at Don't Tell Mamas to a reading down at the Barrow Group, which used to be over on like 36th Street. And as I was crossing between Port Authority North and Port Authority South, right on 8th Avenue and 41st, my kitten heel got caught in a divot in the crosswalk, and I went down like a cartoon. Ba-bam. I got like dragged out of the street. I ended up in an ambulance to the hospital. I had pulled the ligaments and tendons so badly in that ankle. Thank God I'm a dancer, so it was loose enough that it gave, nothing snapped, but it meant a stability boot and crutches, which meant no more yoga.
No.
Which meant no more yoga gig doing Yoga for Peace and Reconciliation. So it was, what am I going to do next? And I saw the Commercial Theater Institute was doing a course, which that year was so cute. I was applying for the 2012 course, so this was 2011, and they had said 14-week plus 2-week course in Broadway producing. That's what I thought was cute about it. Do you know what I mean? I was like, extra 2 weeks, yay, which I was actually real grateful for. But how they advertised it was just like, that's so cute and cool. So I applied, and it was really expensive. And I was talking to the person I was dating at the time. I was like, if I get into this, I have no way to pay for this. But they said they take less than a third of the people who apply. So I was like, well, it's a long shot if I get it. And then I guess if I get it, we'll figure out the money, because I have no idea how I would afford this. And so I'm sitting at my day job, and I get a call, and I pick it up, and it was Jed Bernstein, who was head of the Commercial Theater Institute, calling to tell me I had been accepted into the program. And not only had I been accepted, but I was named the Frederick B. Vogel Scholar of the Year. And I was going to be given a full ride scholarship to the program. And my name was going to be engraved in the Tiffany Glass Bowl with the previous scholarship winners that sits to this day in the conference room of the Broadway League. And I was so happy when I got off that phone call. I cried at my desk. And it was the first time I had won like a major award in our industry. And so I was like, well, I guess I have to be really good at this now, because, you know, Fred is watching. So by the time I was a quarter of the way done the course, I was already associate producing on my first Broadway show, which was Gore Vidal's The Best Man.